What's up everyone? Welcome back to One Strange Adventure. Welcome to the next video. Today we are leaving Ouray and we are heading to Gunnison, Colorado. We're staying at 1,000 Trails in the area. Highway 50 is closed still at the bridge, and there's a detour, and there's timed detours, so you got to kind of time it right. So we're going to show you what that's like going into Gunnison. After we get to Gunnison, we're going to be upgrading our RV internet. Thank you to TechnoRV. And then we leave Gunnison and we're going over Monarch Pass. All right guys, it's going to be a loaded video, so let's get going. So we made it to, we're on US 50. We're at the part where it's closed. There's pilot trucks and there's pilot times that you have to, kind of wait for. I think our next one is 1:30 and it's currently about 10 to 1. So we got here a little early so we could be a little up further in the line. So yeah, that's really what you're gonna have to do is just go, I believe it's like GunnisonCounty.org, and you can find the pilot times if you're thinking about coming on US 50, crossing over to Gunnison. But yeah, completely closed. We're gonna see what this detour looks like. We've heard that it's not too bad, but it's kind of muddy. That is the loudest bug. I heard that it's kind of muddy, but it's not too bad, kind of washboard and maybe in a few spots. But we're gonna see what that's like, and we'll record some on the GoPro for you. But might as well eat some lunch while we're here. So we were just able to confirm the next pilot's at 1:30, and it takes about 45 minutes. It's a 45-minute detour. So if you're coming this way, just make sure you're adding that into the equation, because it's going to take a little while. So this is a fun journey. Washboard road, straight uphill, dirt.
Looks pretty cool over there.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah. This is an adventure. This road is crazy.
Like, our seatbelts are locking.
Like, I don't even think I can record it. Let me see how you put the camera out the window or my phone out the window and record it, because like you can't even tell that on the video.
No.
Like it just doesn't come out.
No, other than my
Let me off this ride.
steering wheel just keeps shaking. This is definitely one of the roughest roads we've ever been on. And I mean, this even puts this is on par with Interstate 10 in New Orleans, in Louisiana.
This is dirt and that's concrete.
Yeah, it's sad that I'm comparing the two because this is dirt, but yeah, this is bad.
Really rough.
Oh my gosh, I'm hoping our rig is
That way and let me record this
taking a beating.
middle section.
No, baby, I gotta stop. I gotta get out of the. Oh my gosh.
You can slow down.
Hallelujah. It took us 45 minutes.
The front of our rig is covered in mud.
It took us exactly 45 minutes to get through that.
Ours is too.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the truck.
These are all the people waiting to go the other direction.
See, if I had a Tacoma like that, I'd do 60 down that road. All right, so it took us 45 minutes to get through that. Started raining on us. It's a muddy mess. I can't wait to see what the truck and the rig look like. It's gonna be horrible. Ugh.
But yeah, I can see the truck.
Yeah.
It doesn't look black.
Matt, if you're watching this, Matt Moses, don't look.
Avert your eyes.
Yes, please don't look, because we're putting the ceramic to the test right now. All right, well, we made it. That was quite the adventure. I mean, my equalizers, the suspension, everything is covered and everything's just coated in mud. That was fun. What does the back of my rig look like? Oh, that's not bad. The back kind of looks like I went through snow. Wow. All right, well, we're here. Today we are upgrading our internet. So, our friends over at TechnoRV sent us a Pepwave to install. It is the new BR1 Pro 5G. So I can connect up to two Wi-Fi signals, an Ethernet signal, and I believe 2 SIM cards. I mean, this thing rocks. It does have the capability of actually merging them too, to make one faster, solid connection. We're not going to do that right away, but we are going to get all of our internet sources into one spot, and that will allow us to just connect to one signal rather than having to flip back and forth trying to find out which one is the strongest. Also, by the way, did you know that One Strange Adventure is filmed in front of a live audience? So I got the TV off already. It's just easier to work back here without this thing in the way. I do have Starlink back here. I have a AT&T 5G, that's a Nighthawk router. I have T-Mobile. I have my Xbox, and I have Apple TV, and then a soundbar But today we're going to work to get those internet sources connected into the new Pepwave. All right, I have not opened this yet. I have no idea what to expect. It's not one of those things where you open it and then you record after you figure out what to do. You guys are going to see what I do live. So yeah, struggling with the box already. All right, I had to give myself a head start. Okay, got a little piece of padding here. I'm guessing this is the router. Trying to do everything one-handed. Pepwave, very nice. Let's see what else is in the box. This nice little kit. So you have GPS antenna. You have some wire cable management and the plug. And then you have all of the antennas that go with this thing. On the inside of the lid, you do have your Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password. I'm gonna get this thing plugged in. I'm putting these on there. It says Wi-Fi right here. The label says Wi-Fi A and B. So I'm assuming the Wi-Fi antennas go there. There's GPS, and then there's 4 cellular antennas. And I have 4 of these little antennas. These are gonna go here. This is the GPS antenna. I'm going to screw that into this other port right here. So there's one left, and we're just going to screw that right into that. Then we have the plug. We will need to figure out where I'm going to plug that into. Kind of a weird little patented plug, I guess. Going to go right there. All right, I think that's it. I don't really like screwing into the walls. So I have nanotape. If you've never used nanotape, buy yourself some nanotape. This stuff, everything sticks. Don't use too much. I've made that mistake too. Here's the whole thing with all of its antennas in its glory. Yeah, gotta figure out how to make this look neat back here somewhere. Don't laugh at me, but that little level comes in very, very handy, and it stays right here with our one control all the time. You might be saying, why did you do that? You can't close your TV stand all the way. Well, I've got all this stuff here anyway, so this TV doesn't go like further than like right there anyways. So there's still plenty of room for the antennas. So now I need to figure out how I get that, and that connected to that. All right. see what happens. We've got a light, and we'll see. All right, now that I have it on the wall, plugged in, it's ready to go. Actually, the cool thing about these is that they come with your username and password for the Wi-Fi already in the box. So all you do is really plug it in, and it has a SIM card already in there. It's ready to go. This one is on Verizon. If you wanted to add Starlink, you have to have the adapter for Starlink to be able to hardwire it, but you can plug Starlink directly into this and it will automatically recognize Starlink and switch over to that. When you're done with Starlink, just unplug it, switches right back to cellular. That's pretty cool. We are leaving Gunnison, Colorado, where we have been since we got back from our family emergency, and we are heading up to Windhaven RV Resort, which is in Wyoming, right outside Grand Tetons, about 45 minutes from the Grand Tetons. So in today's video, we're going to show you the journey up there, but the last time we went over Monarch Pass, we were coming westbound and we had the Ram. And if you remember, we had a little oopsie at the top. All right, so lesson learned. There's actually there's antifreeze on the ground. We thought it was like a leak or something, but I turned the truck off too fast after that big long climb.
You didn't give it time to cool down.
I didn't give it time to cool down, and it actually like flowed over. There's an overflow to it, and then it comes out of like the wheel well on that side. So lesson learned, next time let the truck just cool down by running for a while. So this time I will not be shutting off the truck right away, but this is going to be the first time the Ford pulls the rig up Monarch Pass and then going down the backside. So we're going to get a true test of how well this thing pulls this big 20,000 pound RV up and how well it keeps it slowed down going down that huge pass. At the top of Monarch Pass, you're at 11,900 feet, I think, around there. And there's a store up there. Let's go ahead and get going. Now, I will say our stay here at Gunnison has been really good. We actually really like Gunnison. We love the surrounding area. We love all the outdoorsy stuff that you can do. But the site that we're in is a 50 amp and highly coveted 50 amp. And they just drug it a couple weeks ago. And let me show you how high the sewer line is out of the ground. Yeah, you can't even get your RV to drain with that. So I have to stop at the dump station on the way out. So hopefully they work on that at some point. It's the first time I've ever seen that before. In fact, like the sewer line is actually out of the ground because it's sloping up so much. That's kind of weird. We get to go over Monarch Pass for the first time with the Fords. We have not pulled the trailer eastbound over it. We've only pulled the trailer west.
Right.
Coming to Gunnison.
So we went over the Ford a couple different times without the rig.
Oh yeah.
And it did great. My main concern with the rig is the exhaust brake going to be enough to hold us, or do we have to use a lot of brakes, and all of those different concerns that happen going back down the hill. Not so worried about going up the hill. I know the Ford's going to pull it just fine going up. So
don't stop. We're not going to turn it off at the top.
Definitely not going to turn it off at the top without letting it cool down.
But I bet that fan's going to be running.
Oh yes. The last time we came over the Monarch Pass, the visitor center was actually closed. So that is something that's unique about the pass, is that it has a visitor center like in the mountain up at the top. And you can stop, use the bathroom, get some snacks, all of the different things. Yeah, got tons of shops. And then you can even take the little gondola ride up to the very top of the mountain, which we have not ever done. I think it will do fine.
I think it'll do fine too, and I'm sure I'm going to have to use brakes. Like I had to use the brakes in the Ram, but the one thing is, it's going from west to east, like we are now. It's a shorter climb from the west side and a longer descent on the east side. So it was actually harder on the brakes coming the opposite way.
Yeah, and then the mountain doesn't have a lot of guardrails, and it's very steep drop-offs. So that's a little scary. So
if you watched our video on the $1 Million Highway, this one will give it a run for its money.
Yeah, definitely so, because the valley is actually, I think, deeper on Monarch than it is on the $1 Million Highway.
I think we need to petition Colorado for some guardrails.
Wish us luck, and we'll let you know how it turns out once we get to the bottom.
Yep. All right. Yeah. That's the mountain. Like the Grinch. That's a long ways down.
There's a little pull off right here.
Yeah.
Record how deep it is.
I gotta get going again. That's the hard part about that. Also, it's 85 degrees at the bottom. See what the temperature is when we get to the top. It's a beautiful drive. Thankfully, they give you 2 lanes going up, so you can, if nobody's coming, you can use a little bit more room. I'm at 43 miles an hour.
I like this little punch out right here.
Yeah.
Like you can just keep on going. How's the truck doing?
The truck's doing fine. That's why that fan's running so high.
I like how this has this little pull off right here.
Yeah. Yeah, in lights. Almost there.
Almost as well, it's 7 miles from the bottom to the summit.
Yep. On this side, right?
Yeah, on this side.
We're doing it. I haven't floored it once yet, though. Like, it's been doing pretty good. It cleared a lot since we came over this the first time, too. I don't like that. Temperature's dropping now.
We're at 74, started at 83.
85 at the bottom. Gears popping. Elevation of 11,121 feet right now.
We're going to attempt to stay here for lunch. If there's enough parking.
There's plenty. We can pull right over here behind this other RV.
So Monarch Pass elevation is 11,312 feet. And it's at the Continental Divide.
Wow. We're definitely going to leave this truck running for a little while. It got a workout. Oh yeah, you smell that. It's like a metal, hot metal smell. Never got close to overheating or anything. It's just, it got to work out for sure. It's Monarch Pass, elevation 11,312 feet, Continental Divide, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. It's pretty cool. Beautiful views out here. We'll go over and kind of walk and check out some of the views. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. There's a storm coming. We weren't expecting that. I don't want to be stuck on top of this mountain when that thing hits, and I don't really want to be driving down in it, but here we go. If you get up here, Monarch, it's the store is right here at the top. Let your truck run. You got the gondolas go up. They've stopped. Wind warnings. It's a storm brewing. Let's get going.
So we just made a pit stop at Monarch Pass's gift shop and store so that we could eat a quick lunch, and then we're trying to beat the storm down the mountain.
Now we get to go down in that.
So it looks like we might get it towards the bottom, but it's still dry up here at the top. Thank goodness.
Here's the steepest part of the whole descent, right after this turn. Thankfully, I'm already going slow. Because you go down quick, right here.
It's a solitude coming up. And again, they give you 2 lanes to climb, only 1 lane to descend.
It's holding 29 miles an hour, like I haven't hit the brake.
That's awesome. Again, sorry about all the bug splatter.
It's Colorado.
So every time we go to the country, this is what happens. We clean it off, and then the next day it's back. Still holding?
Still holding 31 miles an hour. Have not touched the brake. At 32 miles an hour now. I still have not hit the brakes.
A non-guardrail. But that one's not that far down.
I'm still at 32 miles an hour.
That's awesome.
I still have not hit the brakes yet.
We're down to 66 degrees, 65.
The rain is coming down. The first time this big of a pass with this truck, and hey, let's just throw the rain in there too.
All right, we're almost at the bottom.
Yep, we see that. Once you see that gate, another 6% grade for the next 4 miles.
Truck stay in low gear.
I'm in 4th gear, 4th out of 10.
Now they do have the slow vehicle turnouts, so that if there was a line of cars behind us, we could pull over and let everybody go past us. So it looks like a turning lane, but it's not. It's just for you to get over and be courteous. It has
Let these guys pass me.
has a good shoulder, so you could actually stop here to, use the bathroom, eat lunch, or anything like that if you needed to.
There we go. Now we're clear.
I like that they do those.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible on the way up, but
Well, and it's nice when people actually use them. I'd want somebody to use it if they were in front of me going slow, so return the favor.
yep,
The rainstorm took the bugs away,
good.
on the windshield at least. There it is. The official start of Monarch Pass, or the end in our case.
I know, it should say thank you for visiting.
It should say, like, great job. You did it.
You made it. We made it to the bottom of Monarch Pass.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Well, the Ford did amazing going down. In fact, I think I touched the brakes twice.
I think it did better than I expected it to do.
Yeah, I touched the brakes twice. Like I said, it doesn't rely on the exhaust brake. It relies on its gearing more than anything.
Yeah, it's more engine than exhaust.
Yeah.
The fan stays on pretty much the whole time.
Going up.
Going up. So, don't freak out when you hear that. It's just because it's trying to keep the engine cool before it even gets hot, if that makes sense.
Yep.
It kicks on usually around like 126, or I'm sorry, 226.
Yep.
So now it's at 217, so the fan kicked off.
Yeah,
and
we're good now.
We were able to lock the gears out. Now Harold's locked out at 8 for towing.
Oh, did great.
Did good.
We're on our way to Sentinel
Sentinel Mountain.
RV. It's just a one-nighter up in northern Colorado, just before you get to the Wyoming border.
Yep. We're working our way to the Grand Tetons. For those that don't know, our trip planning route it was supposed to be Colorado, and then into Wyoming, and then to Idaho. We're
Yep.
going to be at Yellowstone. So it should be a very fun route. And then sadly, Michaela leaves us to go back to college.
Yeah, while we're in Yellowstone.
Yep, she's flying out of Idaho Falls.
Yep.
Well, let's see what else we can get into today.